Man, I cannot believe how cold it is. 8 degrees? My goodness. There we go. Suspension is safe and sound. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. Today we're doing the KTM Super Duke rebuild, so we're headed down to Blackfoot Direct Suspension Services and we're going to show you how it's done. Headed in the old Mom-mobile. Yes, it says Husqvarna, but they do KTM. Gonna do some filming here on set. Check this out, guys. They have Husqvarna here. These beta bikes. Is it beta or beta? Beta?
Beta.
Beta. There we go.
Are you running something specific for a brand you want to do out?
And of course, the Husky. I don't know how this is still here. FS450. It's not street legal though, so that's probably why, but that's a dope Supermoto. No 701s left because they sell too fast. They do have a new Vit Pillin right here though. So we're going to do the suspension now, guys. I'm going to talk to the guys here, get some content for them, and then I'm going to show you how it's actually done at the shop. So it's going to be dope, man.
So that's what's stuck on everything. I was thinking, what the fuck is all this black shit? Because there's a lot of black shit in there. On guys that run snow bikes and whatnot,
Oh yeah.
you see water in them. All of this has been apart. This has been apart. That's been, everything's been disassembled. And it's all cleaned.
So she's pretty.
You better be fast.
So this is the
vacuum pump filling station. There's more to it than just a vacuum. This is a very cool machine. This machine has two ceramic filters in it. So it doesn't just vacuum the shock out, it filters everything that comes out of it. Because there's oil in it. I just put a little bit of oil in it so it's not sucking dry.
right.
And so as soon as I start drawing on it, it filters everything that goes through the machine, and when it pushes it back in, it filters it again, down to 2 microns. Watch the gauges. This one's going to start climbing when it reaches, it's not vacuumed yet. It's going to start going here pretty quick. You pull it down to 4 to 3, and then you cycle it 3 or 4 times, and that's it. Done. Charge it with nitro. It also checks my work while it's doing this. So if for instance, if I had left that old seal in there,
It would have said, hey.
it wouldn't have been able to pull vacuum. It would have pulled air into the system. As you can see, it's pulling a vacuum, big vacuum right now.
That's insane. Yeah, because 1 bar underwater is 100 meters. I know that much. But
Yeah, bar's like 14.7 psi.
Yeah.
Vacuumed it out and charged it at once. You let it lose its pressure, then you do it again. It don't take long.
And then there's already going in.
Oh yeah, it's drawing it in already, and it'll do that, and then the gauge will start to run on it. That's it. Done. Never thought it'd be that easy, eh?
That's awesome.
It's
I've never seen this happen before in life, so this
for me.
is nice.
All right, see if this will work for us now. Nope.
And how much pressure did you put in there?
150 psi.
Ooh.
Yeah, it had about 30 or 40 and it was done. It must have been working awful.
So what you're saying is I should get it serviced more frequently? Make all the customers happy.
They, I was trying to figure what that black stuff was. If you doing burnouts and ruining tires.
We changed the tire out, so we did a big burnout. And there was a little bit of tar, because I put a hole in my dad's driveway when I did that. Yeah.
So that's where the asphalt came from.
Yes, you were correct.
I'm thinking, because it's stuck on the spring, I was trying to wipe it off, and I'm like, what in the name of God is that stuff?
Yeah.
It was all over, it was all in there.
Busted me right there, man.
Oh, that's cool. I just knew there was something there. I didn't know what it was. I just knew there was something.
My dad was so funny. He was like, he didn't notice for a little bit, because it's the reason why it's tarmac is because he's out in the country, right? So a driveway like yours, not like a stamped concrete like in the city.
Yeah.
And so he didn't notice for a little bit, and you busted me. He said, I'm gonna come to your house and do it on your driveway. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, with something bigger than a street bike. Eh?
Yeah.
It was set at 180. So it should be exactly where it was before.
Awesome.
So it's one of the worst things about suspension is having to set your sag. Your front's done, your back's done.
So we got new, was it snap ring there?
New snap rings and washers and a new seal.
Yeah, that's the guy I was leaking, boys and girls, from my
That's
rear
the guy
shock.
that was leaking,
Yeah, causing me all that grief.
All that nice, wonderful black goo from your burnout.
Yeah, that's from my burnout, apparently. There it is. And then
That's a little bit of Dunlop or whatever type of tire you run?
yeah, that's a little bit of Pirelli, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of Pirelli rubber there in your shock.
All right, we're back in the garage. As you can see, the fork legs are right here. Got the homie Kelvin working on the magnesium valve covers. Then we have the rear shock right there. Everything has been finally recharged thanks to Blackfoot Direct here in Calgary. Guys, they do everything WP, so they're authorized, which is kind of nice. And then they do dirt bikes, Husqvarna, KTM, anything with WP on it. So I'm really happy with my work so far. All right, boys and girls, welcome back to my garage. We got the suspension back from Blackfoot Direct, and unfortunately I couldn't really film the forks being done, and the guy's a little camera shy, so unfortunately didn't get the front, but we did get the shock getting pressurized, which is the coolest part anyways, and the special machine to do the vacuum seal, make sure everything is working properly, clean out the fluid inside. I'm gonna waste these tires on the street because the sides are done, but the middle's got tons of life left from track riding, so hopefully we'll be able to get all those, this tire at least used before I have to get new ones. And yeah, so then got the spark plugs. We checked the gaps of them using the feeler gauge. Everything came back within KTM spec. That was dope. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some the bike into a rolling state today. Oh yeah, sing it, Sean Paul. How are you even relevant anymore? Like me. Haha. Anyways. Okay guys, we've got the fork legs in. As you can see, I am OCD. I put the rock chips forward so the backside doesn't get destroyed. Some tooling marks there from the rebuild, but what can you do? Looks really good though. Gonna clean up everything up. Got the calipers nice and clean. You can see inside there, no brake dust, nice and clean. Inside here, nice and clean. I do need new pads sooner or later. Still some life left, but I'm kind of anal on that stuff too. And wipe everything down, make sure it looks pretty. Then the back shock went on really easy. Everything's clean back here. That guy's in as well. She's coming along, guys, so I'll be back and we should have some more of the bike together. All right, there we go, boys and girls. Back wheel is on, suspension is in, torque tightened, front forks are on, tightened, torqued. As you guys know, the pinch bolts are done, the brakes are in, everything's reset, calipers, all that fun stuff. What's next is to take apart the levers, clean the levers, drain this out. I put some different fluid in here, which is acceptable, but I finally, well actually the homie Kelvin got me this, which is like the proper stuff that it needs in there. So gonna drain and clean that out, and of course bleed it to the clutch, clean all the pedals, clean the levers. All we have next is the SAS removal kit. I have to get an airbox tank, and she should be back to 100%. The only thing is, the tires are lots of life left for the street, but for the track, the sides are done, so I need new tires, front and rear, but that'll happen once I get those. See the back here, guys? Tons of life left. Look at this, tons of life in the middle, but the sides are absolutely, there's the wear bar. Where's the wear bar? Right there, the sides are absolutely gone, so the tire looks hilarious. That's what happens when you put a brand new tire on the track. Opposite of street riding. Sides are gone, middle is brand new. So I'll waste these tires off on the street just for fun, and I'll get a new set. But yeah, guys, until the next one, I think. Peace.